When we talk about stepping into a new year, most people immediately think about adding goals, adding habits, adding dreams. But rarely do we talk about subtraction. You see, the truth is, you can't carry the weight of yesterday and expect to run freely into tomorrow. A new year doesn't automatically change you, it only gives you an opportunity to let go of what has been holding you back. Sometimes, the heaviest thing you're carrying isn't your workload, it's your regrets. It's the conversations you replay in your head, the mistakes you punish yourself for, the opportunities you believe you lost forever. And the longer you hold on, the less space you create for growth. Letting go is not about pretending the past never happened. It's about releasing its power over your future. Every failure, every betrayal, every disappointment, it had its lesson. But once you've taken the lesson, you don't need to keep carrying the pain. Imagine trying to climb a mountain while dragging a suitcase full of stones. That's what many of us do with our lives. We wonder why we feel stuck, why progress feels slow, but the truth is, we're climbing with unnecessary weight. The new year is an invitation to travel lighter. It's asking you to forgive yourself, to forgive others, and to trust that what's ahead is greater than what's behind. Don't confuse letting go with losing. You're not losing anything real, you're making room for what's meant for you. And when you free yourself from yesterday's chains, you step into the new year not just with goals, but with clarity, energy, and courage. If the past year taught us anything, it's that pain is not the enemy, it's the proof that you're alive, that you're moving, that you're being stretched into something greater. Most people spend their lives running from discomfort, hiding behind excuses, waiting for an easier road. But the truth is, growth has never lived in comfort. Muscles don't grow without resistance. Diamonds aren't formed without pressure. And character doesn't deepen without trials. Pain is not there to punish you, it's there to prepare you. Think about it, every major breakthrough in your life, every lesson you value, likely came from a moment that hurt. The heartbreak that taught you your worth, the failure that forced you to innovate, the rejection that redirected you to something better. In the moment, it felt like the end. But in hindsight, it was a beginning. The challenge is not to avoid pain, but to interpret it correctly. Pain becomes destructive when you resist it, but it becomes transformative when you embrace it. The people who rise above aren't the ones who had it easy, they're the ones who learned to use their scars as stepping stones. They understood that each struggle carried within it the seed of strength. And so, instead of asking, "Why me?" they started asking, "What is this teaching me?" That shift in perspective is what separates the average from the extraordinary. As you step into this new year, don't wish for a life without pain. Wish for the courage to face it, the wisdom to learn from it, and the resilience to grow through it. Because pain, if you allow it, is the greatest sculptor of the person you are meant to become. So remember this, pain isn't your barrier, it's your doorway. Motivation is beautiful, it sparks energy, it makes you feel unstoppable, it pushes you to dream bigger. But let's be honest, motivation is also fleeting. One day you wake up inspired, ready to conquer the world. The next day, you wake up tired, unmotivated, and all those promises you made to yourself start to fade. That's the trap most people fall into. They wait for motivation to show up like fuel in their tank, and when it doesn't, they stop moving. But the truth is, if you only rely on motivation, you'll never build anything lasting. What truly creates change is discipline. Discipline is boring, it's quiet, and it doesn't always feel good. But discipline is reliable. Discipline is what carries you on the days when motivation disappears. Think of it like this, motivation is the spark that lights the fire, but discipline is the wood that keeps it burning through the night. Without it, your fire dies out. With it, your fire becomes unstoppable. And here's the deeper truth, discipline isn't about forcing yourself to suffer. It's about aligning your actions with the person you want to become, regardless of how you feel in the moment. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you're not just completing a task, you're reshaping your identity. You're telling yourself, this is who I am. I am someone who follows through. That self-image, built through consistent action, is far more powerful than any motivational video, book, or speech. As you step into this new year, don't just chase moments of excitement, build systems of discipline. Because when the excitement fades, discipline others before we allow ourselves to step into that identity. And in waiting, we lose precious time. The new year is not a magic switch, it doesn't change your life by itself. What it does is remind you that you are in control, that your life is your responsibility, and that you don't need anyone's permission to grow. The world will always have opinions. People will always question your choices. But you cannot build your future on their approval. You can only build it on your decisions. Redefining yourself doesn't mean abandoning your past, it means refusing to be limited by it. The mistakes, the labels, the doubts others placed on you, those are not your destiny, unless you accept them as permanent. Every day you wake up, you're given another chance to rewrite the story. The question is, will you take it? You see, the only thing standing between the person you are and the person you want to be is the decision to start now. Not next week, not when life is easier, not when everyone believes in you. Now. So as this new year begins, don't future self is waiting for the courage you choose today.